What's up? I'm Cynthia here with Eat Sleep Nerd. We've spent all day today at the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo finding the best cosplayers, the most realistic costumes, and y'all, I think I've finally found the one that is the most realistic. The one that I don't know how they manage this. Let's see if we can get an interview. Sir, excuse me, sir. Any comments? How long did it take you to make your costume, sir? Sir! Camera shy. No luck.
Weird Al Yankovic, Pickled Nick, and Mythical Meat Sticks. We're going to be talking about all that and a lot more in this episode of Eat Sleep Nerd because we are recapping the 2025 Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo. See how easy it is to say?
Shut it.
Let's get right into it. I'm Corey Winter. Joining me here in studio, we got Jason Summer.
Hey-o!
Cynthia Taylor.
Whoop whoop.
Josh Minter.
Wah.
And Christian James. So yes, in this episode, we're talking about this year's Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo, the big comic culture thing that happens every year in Huntsville, Alabama, our hometown show. So let's just talk about some stuff. It was a big weekend. We just got done with it. We went there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We met some cool cosplayers. We saw some cool celebrities. We melted in the heat from the parking lots that were 6 miles away.
I talked to a couple ducks.
You did yeah, you did.
I did.
That's ducking awesome.
I don't know. Wasn't really all it quacked up to be.
And
You keep this up, I'm going to duck out.
Yeah. And we had our whole team together for the first time in a year. So it was a fun weekend. We're tired as heck.
Twas
Yep.
and are.
But we got some cool stuff. We handed out some cool stuff. We got lots of interviews that are coming your way on this channel in the coming days. What else? What else? What else?
Oh,
did we
man, we saw really creative artwork from a lot of the vendors. Really creative people with their costumes.
Say creative again.
Ran into some really creative friends of mine. And I'm really trying to be creative on ways to stay creative right now.
We're very tired.
No, we're complaining a little
Yeah.
bit, but the expo
Yeah.
itself
It was
was
awesome.
great.
Yeah.
The parking issue was not the expo's fault.
No.
So much so that, I mean, the expo was significantly better than last year because of the traffic flow and everything.
Yes.
Also, they expanded the area.
That was literally my next sentence, but sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, sorry, Corey.
We talked a lot about parking, but there were so many options. Like, they were paid options to be close, but they were great. And I mean, it was like $15 to park. We parked for free, and we were not that far away.
Yeah,
No.
once we
Like,
realized
We
the
were
trick to
maybe
it.
3
Yeah.
blocks away. It was not that bad.
But in the Alabama, like 95-degree heat today,
that was
I got
rough.
sunburned just walking from my
Yeah,
car.
it was-
Yeah, that was rough.
Today was a little tense.
It was like
But-
the ozone decided to have a hole
Mhm.
right over Huntsville.
It's like the early 2000s all over again. We fixed it since then.
Yeah, we have.
We have.
Yes.
But yeah, they expanded the expo. There was definitely a lot more walking and breathing room. They moved the panels and the gaming to a different part of the BBC, the Brown Center, and which really helped even expand the availability and the flow even more. So they did two big things that really helped from last year and the year before.
I even on Saturday, which was by far the busiest day, it never felt claustrophobic.
Nope.
No, never.
Packed, but not claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Yes.
You felt like you were part of something big,
Yeah.
but not part of something that was unmanageable.
Yeah. And it was even the little things. Like I feel like the celebrity lines were
Guys are fine.
were
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
intelligible
great.
and like
So we showed up Friday night. One of the bigger headliners there was William Shatner. He was there Friday and Saturday.
old Bill.
He's been there a couple times. He was there our first year, 2023.
Apparently, he just likes Huntsville.
As he should.
2 years ago, his line was literally like out the door and around the corner and outside. Like so many people wanted to see him. But I guess just maybe traffic flow was so much better or something. But Satan and I went there on Friday night to get his autograph.
Mhm.
Not a single person in line.
I mean, I
right
think
there.
he had just come back from his photo
did.
op, which is on the opposite side of the expo room. So like, he had just come back, and we like paid our money, got our print, walked up, and I don't know, it happened so fast. I kind of I wasn't expecting it because there was this person working the table that was like taking the photos, and I figured like, oh, maybe we'll go around with this, and then like Bill Shatner's just standing there walking out, and he's like, "How you doing?" He just took it, signed it. read our shirts, thought it said Eat Sleep Nero, and was like, "What's that?" We said, "Oh, Eat Sleep Nerd. It's our YouTube channel, our podcast." And he was like, "All right," and then he left.
In his defense, that's why we changed our logo. The
It
font's
really
not
did
the
look like
best.
it was on the black polo, and it really did
Yeah.
look like Eat Sleep Nero. Also,
After he said it, I was like, oh yeah,
that one.
Yeah, this one.
Also, he's like 94. He can,
dude's all there.
yeah, but like, he can call it whatever he wants.
So he's very cool. Very
He
nice to
was.
meet him. The other big person that we had interactions with, Weird Al Yankovic. Christian,
Yes.
you got called upon
Chosen,
I did.
some
to
might
get
say.
an official photo for him.
So the Mandalorian
Mercs.
costume club called upon me to take their photo because they were inducting Weird Al into their club. Had a helmet, plaque,
Some artwork.
some artwork,
Pretty
for
sick
him.
artwork.
Yeah, it was
And-
really cool.
I guess knowing that I was a photographer, they were like, "Hey, come take this picture. We actually want not a cell phone picture."
Yeah.
And so it's cool. Yeah, we were like right behind his booth, just hanging out. And while we were standing there waiting on him, actually Rose McGowan came from the door that was behind the curtain and scooted on by in her little scooter because I guess her foot was broken or something like that. I don't know. I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Okay.
Because one guy turned to me, was just like, "That's probably one of the cooler things that ever happened." I'm like, and then we're still waiting, and then the armorer came back from the other,
Emily Swallow.
the
Oh,
other
cool.
side of the tent, and I was like, "Oh, this guy even cooler." Like, this is so cool. And I didn't even know she was here. Like, I guess
Yeah, I
missed
feel
that
like I
on the
knew,
list.
and then I forgot.
Had you looked at the website,
I looked at the website.
you would have known.
I guess I didn't scroll that far.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
on you.
yeah, he came out. They gave him his stuff. We took his picture, and he seemed pretty grateful for everything. Of course, he just put everything down on the table because he had to go to a photo op.
Sure.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
Well, I was telling Corey as we were standing there that day, like he's worked, to my knowledge. I mean, I'm remembering this from like 15 plus years ago, but the 501st, which I know is not the Mandomercs, but the 501st would help out with some of his concerts, at least the ones I went to, because when he plays Yoda, he like comes out on stage in Jedi robes and everything. But the concerts I was at, he brought out like stormtroopers and everything from the 501st to be on stage while he's singing Yoda and doing this whole production. So like it makes total sense to me that they would like give
Oh,
him
yeah.
an honorary induction.
That's super
And
cool.
is- yeah.
Yeah. And I had a friend in high school that was a big Weird Al fan too. And just listening to a lot of his music, and I was like, okay, yeah, this means Weird Al. It's cool. It's fine.
He's been around for a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I was in grade school listening to his stuff. We're
And
talking second, third
looks
grade.
like he came out the first day. Like
Yeah.
his hair is barely gray.
Mhm.
Skin's just still really good.
Yeah, he has not aged
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
all.
And he's, what did I say, like 66?
60 something.
Insane.
Yeah. All you got to do is not take life too seriously.
Yeah,
right?
for
Yeah,
real.
laughter truly is the best medicine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, 65. 65.
His birthday
It's
is in
impressive.
October.
It is.
Let me tell you, it's a deep dive if you open that can of worms, which we're not going to do.
But also, we didn't spend much time talking to celebs this year. We were actually pretty focused on just networking with the
You
fellow
guys.
audience members and stuff
Yes.
like that. So we kind of missed out on that, I think, a little bit. Do you have any FOMO, guys, about missing out on the celebs this year?
Ooh,
Because honestly, a lot of the people that we wanted to talk to kind of canceled at the last
Right.
moment.
Yeah,
But-
if there was a bummer this year about the con, it would be the cancellations.
out of the expo's control. Like,
Right.
Yeah, like this is in no way their fault. Like it's just. I think Britt said it best. I can't remember if she said it on the show or when we were just group texting or something like that. But like, it's built into their contracts that if they get a job, like a real job, they're gonna go film.
Yeah.
Like that's
Which makes sense.
yeah. And the downside to getting big names who are currently doing stuff is that they're gonna get that text or that call that says, "Hey, bro, you got to be here Monday morning, whatever."
And good for Huntsville, for the Huntsville Expo, for getting people who are still in demand.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Still
Like
relevant,
it's
yeah.
Mhm.
and it's just bad luck that happened with most of the bigger name.
Yeah,
People.
Ernie Hudson, we know for sure, was one of the bigger ones that had to cancel because he got a new television show they had to film. Vincent D'Onofrio I think he actually had to reschedule because he's filming Daredevil season 2. I think it was like
Correct.
very specifically Daredevil season 2.
Yeah.
So a lot of the bigger names, they just had to go film stuff, which unfortunately is out of their control.
Yeah.
So
For me, a lot of the celebrities and a lot of the guests that they had this year seemed to be part of properties that were outside my target.
Yeah.
Like I think I was actually a little too old for a lot of the people that they brought in. So I didn't recognize a lot of the names. I didn't recognize a lot of the shows. So which is fine. It just, there wasn't a lot for me this year. But the expo itself was just fantastic.
sure.
No, let me tell you, if you're an anime fan,
Oh my
the
God.
Huntsville
Oh.
Comic Pop Culture Expo
Yeah.
That's the
slaps.
place
Yeah.
for you. It was, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Jeremy and his team are very good at getting anime voice actors to come out. Brit freaks out every year
Mhm.
about at least 3 or 4 people who are going to be there, and we're like, yeah,
Yeah.
Like, I don't-
you.
I have
I'm
to say
I'm
that's-
excited that you're excited.
Other than Brit, that's like the one area that we probably know the least about.
Yeah.
It's like
She says she's
anime.
got a list of anime for me to watch.
So let's talk about the vendors. There were some
Right.
cool vendors there this
Yeah.
year, and we got gifts. So last year we got mugs, which I don't think a single one of us has our mug from
No.
Dragon Con last
No,
year.
No.
no.
So doesn't matter. We got coasters to go for those mugs.
Yeah.
So we got, let's see, I got a supernatural one for myself. I'll be linking the vendor's name in our comments and probably in a little pop up here. I had a picture of their name, but it's not on my phone.
There was a P in it. Started with a P.
All right.
Killing it.
Yes.
I can't remember. I was gonna have it ready, but I don't.
Yeah,
But
it was on my
you
other
didn't.
camera, which I don't have with me. But we have Serenity for Jason.
Yes.
We have
Serenity
I'm
now.
gonna
Wait,
throw-
wrong thing.
I'm
Never
gonna
mind.
throw
Sorry.
it.
We have Star Trek for Josh. Nice. We have
Soft
Doctor
dance.
Who for Cynthia. Nice.
Almost.
Not soft dance.
We got Mandalorian for Christian.
Yeah.
Nice
Nice.
catch. And we weren't sure what Britt wanted, but we got Zelda for Britt. So she's not here. Unfortunately, Britt had to leave early. She had to get all the way back to her home, which is like 4 hours away. But she was here all weekend with us.
was
Unfortunately,
great.
couldn't be here for the recap.
It was so great to hang
Yeah.
out with her, not through a screen.
Yeah. We'll be posting out some other videos where she was involved. She was doing some photo shoots and interviews with us. Lots of cool stuff coming out. We have lots of cool stuff coming out for this expo that we did this weekend, including some meat sticks. Some mythical meat sticks.
Yeah.
So, Jason, what?
All right. So, jumping on the bandwagon of stuff that I've seen online, are people doing, taste tests and reactions to different unique foods and stuff like that. So I just did a random Google search for geeky snacks or nerdy snacks or something like that. And one of the things that came up were mythical meats. And I found a Dungeons and Dragons and Adventurers rations. And they have it's beef jerky kind of fashioned in the style of all the classes from Dungeons and Dragons. So there's Bard, Barbarian, Cleric, Druid, Rogue, etc. And it actually has some pretty exotic meats in here. For example, the Paladin is a barbecue-style camel with beef. We have the Rogue is a slow-burn alligator with beef and pork. And then we have the Fighter, which is jalapeno elk with beef. So, yeah, so kind of neat. I thought it'd be fun to try out and see what it tastes like.
So we were at the expo this weekend, and we had Britt try one. So let's see how that went. All right, so we have meat sticks here. These are mythical meat sticks. Yes. These are Dungeons and Dragons inspired meat sticks. Some of the flavors that we got are Ranger, Bard, Fighter, Barbarian, Paladin, Wizard, Paladin. Yes. Anyway, a bunch of different random flavors. Right. And we're going to be walking around, handing these out to people to see what their reactions are. And we have our first unsuspecting victim right over here. It's none other than Brett Arp. Let's see what happens.
And that's when they bring me their teeth.
Would you like to try some meat? This is camel barbecue.
Oh my god! It's mythical, not trademarked.
Yes.
Mythical.
Right.
Okay.
We have
how
no
do
clue
I-
what this is going to taste like. We're hoping it's good.
Okay, how do I open
Get in there with your teeth. Here you go. Oh, okay.
Arr. Yeah, microplastics.
Okay, I don't know what this is, right?
Well,
You tell us.
yeah.
Okay.
Just looks like an unsuspecting meat stick, but
I'm kind of scared. Smells divine. It tastes like a Slim Jim.
Aw, that's disappointing.
So what flavor is this?
This was the Paladin barbecue style camel with beef.
Oh, it's like the most basic flavor, but okay.
But it's camel.
It does have like a little bit of a heartier texture.
Okay.
It's probably the camel.
Does it taste like you can drink water and hold it for a long time after this?
Honestly,
Just
we'll test it. Probably. We'll test it.
All right.
So this has been another Eat Sleep Nerd meat stick surprise. Stay tuned for more.
I think somebody needs to do a cut of just throughout all the videos how many times we say meat stick and just like clip through it. Meat stick, meat stick, meat stick, meat stick.
The very last one is just penis.
So maybe this one will taste different. Let's find out.
Okay.
Surprise me with the meat stick.
Well, which one do you want to try? You want to try some gator?
I'll try some gator.
Okay, this got a slow burn on it.
I want you to try the gator because I want to try the gator.
So
All right.
like, is it spicy?
But apparently it sneaks up on you. Yeah.
By the end of this episode,
Like a
I'm going to be
gator?
like melting.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So,
So, yes, this is Rogue that he's opening right now. Slow burn alligator with beef and pork.
tastes like a Slim Jim.
Oh,
Nothing unique, really?
Nope.
Okay.
I want to try it.
He's really doubling down.
Was not ready.
I was going to pass
Gotta
it.
warn somebody before you throw your meat at them.
Oh, there's a little bit of a kick.
They said it's a slow burn, so I think it sneaks up on you.
Like an alligator
Yes.
after
Oh no,
its
there's
prey.
a little bit of spice.
Yeah. And the spice is the spice is building.
Mm. Oh
The
yeah.
spice is building. Oh god, I just felt it in my stomach.
Are
God.
you going to be okay?
We'll find out. Stay tuned.
Like it's not super spicy. It is spicier than the one I tried.
Sweetheart, it builds. It's building.
Well, it has habanero, but also you're you.
I'm sensitive.
You're sensitive.
Cynthia was brand new to the expo experience
Was.
this year, and we wanted to make sure she got the whole experience of interviewing people out at the expo.
Oh, so you maybe made some practice runs.
Yes.
Okay.
The spice does build. You're right.
Did her interactions fit the bill?
There's a lot of fluff.
Yeah, there's a lot of fluff.
Let's see what happens.
What's up? I'm Cynthia here with Eat Sleep Nerd. We've spent all day today at the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo finding the best cosplayers, the most realistic costumes, and y'all, I think I've finally found the one that is the most realistic. The one that I don't know how they manage this. Let's see if we can get an interview. Sir, excuse me, sir, Any comments? How long did it take you to make your costume, sir? Sir! Camera shy. No luck. I tried so hard to get a duck to come up to me. There were people on the other side of the little waterway feeding them, and they threw food over at us, and I picked some up. And
So you try to interview them, and they just ducked out.
They ducked out.
Yeah.
Can really rely on you for those. I appreciate that.
No problem.
He's never let you
Down. Nice.
Some of them are technically mallards, but it's fine.
Is a mallard not a type of duck?
But people say mallard over duck more times.
It's pretty.
Those were specifically mallards, by the way.
It's a pretty loony situation.
Oh.
Not a duck.
No. Yeah, you're right. Not a- but close enough to make it funny.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
And we actually got Josh in on some interviews this year. So let's talk about some cosplay that we saw. So, lots of fun cosplay. We talked to tons of people on Saturday. They just kept coming up. We saw a 8-foot tall
Ultramarine?
Ultramarine. Thank
He was
you.
the first person, the first thing we saw when we walked into the expo on Friday night.
It's
Very
hard not
first
to.
thing. Literally 8-foot, 9-foot tall Ultramarine.
Yeah. Lore accurate ultramarine.
Great.
Yeah. We saw Pickle Nick.
Pickle neck.
Could be confused with Pickle Rick. This was Pickle Nick from Straight to L. They interviewed with us. They were awesome. We saw so many Mandalorians and Star Wars people. We saw a pretty awesome Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
This is Josh Winter with Eat Sleep Nerd. We're still running around on the floor looking for the coolest cosplay, and I think I found one. My absolute favorite, Scorpion. No, for real though, what's your name, and how long did it take to make the sick Raiden costume?
It's actually 3 people that worked on this together with me. It took all together about a month.
That's fantastic. The LEDs, that's a sick touch.
I appreciate it. You can switch them up. They're better for pictures when you can switch them up.
That's cool. Is this your first cosplay, or is this something you do every year?
This is about my 15th or 20th.
I just noticed your eyes.
You like that?
I do like that. That's actually sick, dude.
You gotta add all the touches you can.
Yeah. Does it like by the end of the day, do you have to take them out?
Oh yeah, I mean after about 4 or 5 hours you can start feeling it. But it's really not too bad. I do Scorpion too, it's got the same contacts in it, so you get used to it after a while.
That's absolutely awesome. So are you going to see anyone else today or tomorrow, or are we sticking with Raiden?
No, tomorrow's going to be Scorpion. Later today, maybe do Hunter Thompson, something a little easier.
All right, well, are you on social media? Do you have anywhere?
Yeah, on Instagram, Igor Pieface.
Dude, thank you so much.
Absolutely, bud. Take care, man.
Now I feel bad that I missed that because we were on the steps when he came up as Hunter S. Thompson.
Oh.
He was killing it too.
Yeah.
Like
He
had
was
the
an in
mannerisms and
character.
everything. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like have you ever seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas?
Nope.
You should.
Okay.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's one of Johnny Depp's craziest and most wonderful roles. Yes.
I just realized. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like now that I know it, I can see it.
Yeah.
He has excellent cheekbones.
Okay.
Both Johnny Depp and Igor.
Oh, he looked the part.
Yeah.
100% looked the part for Hunter S. Thompson, which is actually not the character in the movie.
But it's very much Hunter S. Thompson.
So yeah, tons of other cosplay interviews coming your way. If they're not already on our YouTube channel, if they are, I'll link to those in the comments below and maybe right up there. If they're still coming soon, make sure you come back to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@eatsleepnerd for nerd. Eat Sleep Nerd.
Nero.
Come back.
As Bill
Yes,
said.
Eat Sleep Nero. Come back to our channel. There will be a big mash cut of all of the cool cosplay interviews we did this weekend. We'll make sure to tag as many people as we can. If you don't see yourself tagged, leave a comment and we'll make sure to tag you. So what were some of your favorite cosplays that you guys saw this weekend?
We saw one today, like almost on our way out. We didn't interview them and we just passed them in the hallway. It was this older couple. And when I say older couple, I mean like probably 70s plus, dressed as the couple that I cannot remember the name from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
Like,
Booga, booga, booga.
yeah, like they had their glasses.
Eustace and Muriel.
Yeah.
It was Eustace. I couldn't remember Muriel. But yeah,
Muriel.
great. And it was
I believe
awesome.
that was the guy who was dressed as the mask yesterday.
Oh,
Really?
Because
Yeah.
he said that he dresses as Eustace.
And like, what are the chances there's more than one?
Yeah.
well,
Pretty slim, honestly.
Not
Well-
zero, but pretty low.
Yeah.
If they weren't actually that age, like we just passed them and I thought they were genuinely like 70 something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe, or 80 or more. But
Yeah.
if they were the younger people.
It was great. I saw them as well.
Great
Awesome
costumes.
costumes. Yeah.
I saw a size accurate Chewie.
oh,
yeah, the Wookiee was good.
Yeah, like it's ginormous. Same thing as like the Ultramarine. I was like,
Yeah, Ultramarine takes the cake for me.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah.
I like that his dad was the Pope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. So yeah, Space Marine for me. Day one, there was a really good Master Chief. Had the Needler and everything.
Nice.
His armor was pretty sick.
Who was the person we interviewed with the drill? What was that?
Oh,
For Bioshock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That was really
That
nice.
was a really good one.
She had built-in ventilation.
That's right. She did.
Yeah, she
we
was
had
the
an interview
smartest
with
person
them.
there.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is my favorite. I'm trying to think of all the ones that I saw, but one that stands out as unique was the steampunk Ariel
That was
from
so
the Little
cool.
Mermaid.
That was cool. We talked with them as well.
Mhm.
Yeah, so she had a backpack, which was supposed to look like she was carrying around
Flounder.
Flounder with water in it, so that Flounder could be part of her costume, which I thought was really
It's like
really
a
cool.
giant fish tank backpack. It's
Yeah,
really cool.
Right, in a very
Uh,
steampunk style. So that was really cool.
We saw
Colt-
the Lorax today.
Cult of Bucky's
Cult of Bucky.
Yeah, we interviewed them as
Fallout
well.
character. That was sick.
Yes, that was really fun.
The leader
Yes.
of the Cult of Bucky.
We didn't get a chance to talk with them, but we did get a video of their costume. Cynthia and I at least saw the
Yes.
guy that was
Oh,
walking around as
yes.
an alien from Mars Attacks. And it was like accurate. Like he had the voice modulator that made him sound like one of the aliens. It was awesome.
It was
So,
really good.
yeah, if we can find out who that was, we'd love to tag you and show your support you because that was fantastic costuming.
I love
And
that.
let's talk about some vendors. Helmet Guy was there.
Helmet Guy!
Who we now know, Helmet's guy name is John.
Yeah, yes.
Well, we didn't know
knew
that.
Well, yeah, but I
Yeah.
didn't.
Oh, well, yeah, because you're new.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Helmet.
Yeah,
He will
Galaxy
always be
Props.
Helmet Guy.
Yeah.
So Galaxy Props is his business. He is the one that has all of those awesome
Helmets.
helmets, but like Helldivers and Star Wars and Halo. Pretty much anything that has a helmet, he's made the helmet. You can buy the helmet.
40K.
40K, yeah.
But they're so
They're-
Here's
yeah.
some of
good.
them. Yeah, like they're really awesome. He did an awesome interview with us again this year, probably even better than the first one we did. Which
It was
awesome.
better. It was no. It
Not
was,
that your first one sucks. Like,
No. I mean, like the first one we were getting our legs. The first one we were learning how to do this stuff. And we didn't know him. He actually remembered us and was eager to do another interview with us. Kind of like we were kind of like old friends. Like
Yeah.
he was like old friends with Eat Sleep Nerd. It was really cool.
I saw you got him sitting down though, so you didn't have to.
Well,
blah,
he
blah,
was
blah, blah,
already
blah, blah,
sitting-
blah.
Yeah, right. God, yeah.
He is
Anyway,
so tall.
yeah. And with me being only 5'8", it would be.
Like
Um,
interviewing the
right.
Ultramarine.
Yeah, but he was already sitting down. So it just kind of worked out. Super nice guy, really knows his craft, loves his craft. You could tell that it's really a labor of love. And he was excited to come back. And this apparently the Huntsville Expo is the one that he does in this region because he doesn't do real well in the southeast area.
See, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Weird.
So he likes the Huntsville Expo, so he'll probably be back next year.
Yeah, he travels around a lot. Like he
He
goes to
mentioned
Ohio
Yeah.
and I think
Ohio,
Florida.
Florida.
Con. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah,
gets
super
around.
nice guy.
Pensacon. That's what he
Yeah.
said.
Yeah. So the fact that he loves to come to Huntsville is speaks volumes to what Huntsville Expo is
Mm.
doing because it is a great expo. Lots of cool people show up. Lots of cool people that want to support all these vendors. So he loves coming back here. He's been here every year that I know of. So,
As long as we've been going, he's been here.
Yeah, 3 years in a row.
so any other cool vendors?
I can't remember the name of them, but they had a 3D printing kiosk.
Yes, I wanted to
Yeah.
go back to that.
Yeah, super cool. Josh pointed out how not easy it would be, but it was something that could be done
Yeah, you
Um,
can.
on your own.
Yeah, and we're going to. I think.
Yeah.
I think that'll be fun. Look for little figures of us in the store soon.
But what they've done is they've turned it into essentially like, you know, how you have photo booths. This is a 3D photo booth, and they've got it in a trailer, and they in a very sleek looking, streamlined looking trailer, and they bring it to locations, and they'll do like a 90-second 3D.
It's a photo scan.
Yeah, photo scan of you, and then in 4 weeks you have a little action figure of yourself. And it's really neat. Also, I talked to the individuals that were running it, and they were super nice. And they spent probably about 15 minutes talking to me about it, even after I told them I wouldn't be able to get anything today. So, so they were really nice.
I don't think I had a single bad experience this year.
Mm-mm.
Like
No,
everyone
was so
nice.
kind,
Yeah.
so
Oh.
sweet.
The only bad thing that happened,
What?
we got put in jail.
We did get put in jail.
Oh,
Corey and I got rounded up.
So-
by
we
the
had a bounty
Mandos.
put on us.
So yeah, I was gonna say the Mandos. I heard them talking about that. Someone came up and paid them to put 4 Eat Sleep Nerd members
Yeah. Well, they got 2 of us.
into jail.
Yeah.
So it wasn't me. It wasn't Britt. It wasn't Casey.
wasn't me.
Interesting.
So if you paid to put us in jail, you're awesome.
Let us know. Let
Or-
us know who you were.
Or if we ticked you off, we're sorry.
No, so
You know what?
for
Was it Helmet Guy?
No.
that would have been kind of cool.
It was right
But-
after we interviewed him.
But
he didn't get up though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be his booth.
no, for those who don't know, who haven't been to the Huntsville Comic Con, the Mandalorians run a charity every year. I can never remember who it benefits or if it's the same group every year. But what they do is they set it up and you can go pay them a small stipend of money, show them who you're putting a bounty on, and they will scour the expo and arrest the people that you put a bounty out on. And the money goes towards whatever charity they're supporting at the time. And it's a lot of fun. Britt gets arrested every year because
Yeah.
everyone knows Britt. And it's just a running joke that she's going to be in jail 4 or 5 times. And they bring a little jail cell. If you do get arrested, sometimes they give you a little Imperial token
Yeah.
that shows you were arrested, and it's a neat little experience because I mean it's fully kitted out Mandalorians that come and get you.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's a lot of fun, and it benefits. But like they don't keep a penny of that. They give it every bit of it away.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun, and it's cool that some of us got arrested this year.
Yeah. Thanks for putting a bounty on us.
Yeah, whoever you were.
Yeah. If it was you, leave a comment.
Let us know.
Let us know.
It's just gonna be a bunch of comments saying I'm Spartacus. All the way down.
So this was Cynthia's first experience outside of the studio with the team.
Yeah.
And really one of your first big expos. So you've been to a couple of cons before, but it's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's
It's been almost a decade since my last one.
Yeah. So takeaways from this one. Your first one
That's all it took.
on the team as a big nerd.
It was great. I mean, I really enjoyed the networking aspect of it. Like, not just being able to hang out with everybody, but like being there as a united front as a team, but that's not behind a screen. It was really fun. And there were even a couple people that came up and they were like, oh yeah, I'm already subscribed to you, or oh yeah, I'm definitely about to subscribe, or yeah, you interviewed me last year. Like, it was cool to just get out of this room.
Yeah, for those of you who came
Out
up to
in the
us,
world.
for those of you who came up to us and told us that you watched and that you were subscribed, you have no idea how cool that is to
Right?
us. That meant the world all by itself. So thank you. Please share.
Yes.
Yeah, we were very focused on networking this year. I think a little bit, it kind of took away a little bit from our experience just getting to enjoy the expo as fans because we were so focused on networking. But yeah, so we were handing out cards here and there. We were handing out these cool wristbands. If you want a wristband, let us know. We'll find a way to get
Yeah,
one to you.
exactly.
Leave your address and social security below.
Yeah. But
And the first car you drove and the mascot of your high school.
yes,
Yes.
mother's maiden name.
Mother's maiden
Yeah.
name. The
And
street
first name.
you lived
Right.
on. Your childhood
Pending.
pet.
We'll get it to you. We promise.
But with that in mind, we actually learned a lot this year. This was really the first year we kind of really put ourselves out there. Like, we definitely have done interviews and things in the past, but this was the year we were like really prepared with swag and like ready to promote our channel. But we kind of got burned out pretty fast just because the entire team here is introverted. So we learned some stuff this year. So next year, a few things that we've learned, and this is the first time really talking about it as a team. It's going to be right here in this episode.
Drink more.
Okay, no.
Wow.
Well, yes, but we're going to get
Yeah.
a table. We're going to be in one stationary location going forward so that you can come to us. We have a place for our swag. We can do interviews there. And I'm thinking we have like the team that sits at the table. And then we have the team that goes out and explores, and like we can take turns and stuff like that. So we have the camera crew, plus we have the table crew.
Yeah.
That way, if one of us is getting burned out, we can just sit at the table. Vice versa.
We need signs.
We need signs.
We need
Signs.
signs.
We need a big billboard in the sky that says, come talk to us, because we can't
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
They have 2 big LED screens in there. So
Yeah.
we do that.
Gonna hack it.
So we'll see what that's like next year. So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully we have a stationary location where you can come talk to us. But also we're going to be doing some other stuff in Huntsville and the surrounding areas. We're going to be at this year's Midsummer Market this
Yes.
July.
Mhm.
Some other stuff possibly later this year. So
Maybe
on the lookout
Nerdy
for that.
Noel.
maybe
We'll
Nerdy
see.
Noel. Yeah, we'll see. We are planning to be more outgoing in the future. So if you do want one of these wristbands, we have so many more to go around. You can have one if you come talk to us.
And stickers.
And so many stickers. I don't think
So
we-
many
I don't think we
stickers.
handed out a single
No.
sticker.
Hey, Josh.
Hey,
Cool hat.
thanks, bro.
This is a nice hat.
It is a nice hat. I'm still stretching it out.
It's a good blue.
I'm gonna put it on like a bowling ball or something. Try to get it closer
Yeah,
to
small
the correct
bowling ball.
size. Yeah.
I was actually thinking after how everything went logistically this year that I want to look at getting a room
Mhm.
To
Oh,
be as like a
do
base
you?
of operations.
Even if it's just for parking.
yeah, I mean seriously though. I mean,
It's
like,
not a joke.
yeah, I mean just to like for base of operations kind
Yeah.
of thing. You know, we all have to be. You know, we have all of our equipment, multiple cameras, multiple camera bags, and things like that. That's
Yeah.
a lot to carry around all the time.
Yeah. Every single
and if we
person's
can put
carrying at
something out
least
for a while.
a bag.
We
Yeah.
should do that. So that's the thing. I think we need to maybe get a base.
Yeah.
I'd say that. Yeah. I went to go talk to Felicia Day yesterday.
Oh yeah, you met Felicia Day.
I did, and she was super awesome. Really inspiring as well. Really cool person
Pretty
And from
supernatural.
from Huntsville. Exactly. So it's kind of like it was important that I met her for me because it was like local person makes good or makes it big, and I'm like, I would love that, and I love it for her, and that's great. So, so if you ever get a chance to meet her, I would recommend it. But I got in line yesterday to meet her just as she stepped away to go do her panel. And there was nothing really to indicate that unless you got right up on the table and saw the little post-it note that said, I've gone to a panel, where it was their handler set that up. But anyway, so yes, that would be really helpful.
Yeah. Was your conversation pretty supernatural?
It was kind of a supernatural sing-along type thing. Yeah.
Nice.
And you met Booker T.
I met Booker T. and Jamie Presley.
Yeah.
Because there was two Presleys there.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
Anyway.
To
be fair. But Jamie Presley was she was fun. Something happened to her.
She like broke her foot or something.
Yeah.
Apparently right after meeting Christian.
Yeah. Well, a friend, Nathan, got back with her today. Well, she showed back up today, which was good. Champion. And she was like, yeah, she was just running through the airport and broke her toe and sprained her ankle.
Dang.
I was like, oh, that
sucks.
That's awful.
That's also when like you can't really take a break.
Yeah.
Because you have to keep going or else you
Right.
miss the plane.
And I was like, oh, that.
Or maybe she.
So I was thinking back and I was like, was she in a boot when I met her? Like, I don't remember her.
She was just
like
taking
that.
it like a champ.
Something, probably.
That's wild.
I don't know.
Maybe after standing all day, it got so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
Ow.
So what they do for their fans.
Yeah.
Right.
That's really cool.
That's really cool.
Consummate professional.
Yeah. But yeah, meeting her was cool because I remember her back in one of my favorite like 90s movies is Can't Hardly Wait. She was like the popular girl was like one of her girlfriends in the group. And the whole movie was really funny. And then she got into Not Another Teen Movie, that series of movies, and My Neighbor is Earl, and different kinds of things. It's almost like she was like the same person. But I mean, Josh brought it up as it's seeing if it was like her accent was the same. It was like not really, but it's still like
Jason.
Well, there's Jays.
I see how it is.
Yeah.
Well, all of that said, thank you for tuning in. If you're one of our new subscribers from the Expo this weekend, we appreciate that. We saw our numbers go up this weekend, which was the whole idea for our networking. So we appreciate you. If you have any friends that might enjoy our channel, please share us with your friends and family over on social media. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@EatSleepNerd. If you're listening on the go, you can find our Eat Sleep Nerd podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you listen to the podcast. And leave some comments if you saw us at the Expo this weekend, or if you want to get tagged in some photos or videos that we'll be pushing out on our socials and this channel later this week. Please let us know. I'm out of breath. Any final thoughts?
Yeah. As well as
cardio.
Yeah. So as well as sharing our links and subscribing, go check out the vendors and the cosplayers that we've linked and mentioned in this episode.
Yeah.
Check them out and give them some love.
Well, all that said, you got the Expo hat on. Josh.
Yes.
3 things nerds should be doing for
That's all, folks.
Time for me to go to bed. 3 things that nerds should be doing before they see us at another event later this year.
Eat Sleep Nerd.
Take it easy, people.